Hello, this is how you can be your own teacher. So, if you're kind of stuck somewhere and you just need some guidance, but you're alone, you can grab a random book, go to a random page, or if you're at a block or something, and you can open it up and learn what you need to learn, and it should hopefully help you move forward. I'll take an example right here. I have this encyclopedic book by Manly Hall, Secret Teachings of All Ages. And let's see what what will help me in my learning journey right now. Okay, an analysis of the tarot card, the Magician. The magician stands behind a table on which are spread out a number of objects, prominent among them a cup, the Holy Grail, and the cup placed by Joseph in Benjamin's sack, a coin, the tribute money, and the wages of the master builder, and a sword, that of Goliath, and also the mystic blade of the philosopher, which divides the false from the true. The magician's hat is in the form of a cosmic lemniscate, signifying lemniscate, that's the infinity symbol, signifying the first motion of creation. His right hand points to the earth. His left hand holds aloft the wand, symbolic of his mastership over the terrestrial universe, the objects on the table. The wand is the rod of Jacob, and also the staff that budded the human spine, crowned with the globe of creative intelligence. In the pseudo-Egyptian tarot, the magician wears a uraeus, or golden band, around his forehead. The table before him is in the form of a perfect cube, and his girdle is the serpent of eternity, devouring its own tail. So, the magician. Maybe we can keep going and see what other information I have on the magician. I have this tarot symbolism book by Robert V. O'Neill. And let's go to the magician right at the beginning here. It's the first card. The Fool is the zero card, and the magician. It's the first. Almost immediately after setting out on his path, the fool meets the magician, standing along the side of the road behind his table or tricks. He promises to display his legerdemain for a penny. In fact, he intends to lure the passerby into gambling and losing in the old shell game. Some older decks show a group of men or boys who have been drawn under his spell. At the lowest level, the magician is an evil influence. He suggests to the fool that one can succeed by trickery, one can take advantage of others, one can make money and achieve all of one's goals within the context of the material world. He represents the negative aspect of even the most legitimate businessman, advising the fool to get a good job and set the goals within the context of the economic system. A higher aspect of the symbol is revealed in decks which represent the magus as an artisan or craftsman. In this aspect, he represents the inherent ability of man to create, to develop his talents, and provide for himself through the satisfaction of producing a useful product. As with any craft, once the master level is reached, the artisan becomes the alchemist. His skill reaches a level where it seems magical to the onlooker. The ancient world believed the alchemist could transform base metals into gold. Surely this feat was not impossible for the metallurgist who transformed rocks into ores, into shiny metals in his furnace. In this aspect of artisan, the magician teaches the fool that he must develop his inherent talents. The natural abilities of man are amazing and magical if he will diligently study and perfect the arts. At the highest level, this card represents the Magus, the man of power, the perfection and realization of man's innate abilities. He is Mercury and the Egyptian god Thoth, who brings truth, knowledge, and even language to his fellow man. He's depicted out of doors because he represents natural or white magic, the development and application of the powers of nature. He exercises his intellect to understand and then to control nature. He raises his wand to draw down the powers of the cosmos, which he directs with his lowered hand into nature and into the magical objects on his table. The magician offers the fool his first route for his first entry into higher consciousness. He represents the dignity of man and his intellect, which places him above the beasts. Man's intellectual powers stand between the spiritual world of ideas and the material world. Man forms the intermediary who exists simultaneously in both worlds. He can draw himself up to God through his own efforts and draw down the divine influence into the material world for the benefit of others. The Magus represents the journey to God through the development of the intellect, the Hermetic path. Through intense development of the mind, the fool can come to understand the universe, see his true role, and exercise his highest innate talents to reach higher consciousness. This is the role of the Hermetic Masters, the way of the Orphic Mysteries. This is the hardest, steepest route, according to Hinduism, the route of Jnana Yoga, the way of the intellect. It is not suitable for everyone, but it is the fastest route. Okay, now, that is completely relevant to me and exactly what I needed to hear right now. So, yes, give it a try. That can lead you down a path if you are kind of stuck. And maybe people who watch my videos are also on the path of the intellect or jnana yoga or the path of veneration and also needed to connect with the magician symbolism of the tarot. Might be. So thank you. Give that a go, you guys.